What is going on, everyone? My name is Cam Smith and welcome back to my top 10 video games of all time list. This is part 4 and today's episode we're going to be doing number 4 and number 3. Let's get into it. Coming in at the number 4 spot is the first game in Naughty Dog's most recent series, The Last of Us. The Last of Us was a very, very good game. It was an incredible game. But most people are saying it's better than any Uncharted game, which I don't believe that at all. Not any Uncharted game, every Uncharted game. I don't believe that. But its controls, it has good controls, good mechanics. Focuses very, very much on stealth, which is good. The storytelling is of course phenomenal. The voice acting is immense. It's just an incredible game. The multiplayer is the one thing I don't like about the game. The game's multiplayer is terrible in my opinion. You only have 2 game modes and they're the exact same. Team Deathmatch or Elimination, which is basically Team Deathmatch, but when you die, but you don't respawn after you die. Which is I just don't understand what the point. Why don't they actually put some effort into their multiplayers? Because they clearly didn't here. But the story mode is well enough, and the Left Behind DLC was also a brilliant experience. As well as not even being 2 hours long, and apparently Uncharted The Lost Legacy is longer than Uncharted 1. But even though Left Behind wasn't even 2 hours of gameplay, seeing Ellie's backstory, seeing a bit more of Ellie's backstory was very, very good to see. And I have high hopes for The Last of Us Part 2 releasing either the next year or the year after. It won't be this year, definitely not this year. Next year, maybe, if not, it'll be 2019. Now coming in at the number 3 spot, just missing out on getting into the top 2, is a game I've only beaten once, but it was so great. I've never needed to beat it again. I played this game around about March of last year. That game is Heavy Rain. Heavy Rain, I was not expecting it to be one of my favourite games of all time when I went into it, but it is. Following the story of Ethan Mars looking for his son after his first son was killed in a fatal car accident, and you have to find out who the origami killer is. And the plot does so well because the plot is so great because for at least a quarter of the game, you play as the origami killer, Scott Shelby, the main bad guy of the game. You play as him multiple times without even knowing that he's the bad guy until the very end. And Heavy Rain is one of those games that has so many different endings. Heavy Rain has a total of 17 different endings, depending on which characters were killed, if any. Of course, the plot makes the police have been manipulated into thinking Ethan, the main character, is the origami killer, which makes no sense because why would he kill his own son? He's trying to save his son, not kill him. And the 4 characters that are in the game playable: Ethan, Scott, Norman Jayden, and Madison. All 4 characters are very, very well done in their voice acting. Having to go through different trials to show that you are worthy enough to save your son. That is why Heavy Rain comes in at the number 3 spot. If you guys did enjoy this video, be sure to punch that like button in the face. Don't forget to final flash the subscribe button, final Kamehameha the notification button so you never miss a video, and I'll see all you guys in part 5, which will be the final part of this series. See you guys then.